Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Tushar Mehta. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and educator and a national level faculty of orthopedics for PG aspirants and postgraduates in orthopedics. Well, today in this video, I'm not talking about anything academic, but something which is related to academic in the most important way, the vicious cycle of stress and monotony. This topic is very important because most of you who are watching this are actually preparing for your PG entrance exam, and most of you are preparing for your NEET 2021 that is most likely going to happen next year somewhere in January. We don't see any delay as of now. I know most of you are speculating because of this pandemic which is going on right now, but since you've seen that the highest authorities and the best of the courts are not postponing any other exams, so even we don't speculate any delay as of now. So why I'm saying this and telling you here is because we have a very limited span since we are almost done with August now. So we have a couple of months in our hands. This is the time, that this monotony seeps in, this stress seeps in, and it starts ruining your mind. I've been into this place before, and probably that's why I wanted to talk about it. When I was preparing, I could see, in the retrospect now, I can see that many students who started very well in January or February, they were doing pretty good till August, September, but then in the last 3 months, which I think are the most crucial ones, they kind of deteriorated their studies, their preparation, not because they were not focused, they were, but somehow they could not maintain that focus. They could not maintain that kind of zeal in them which is required in the last 3 months, because again, as I told you, the monotony, the most important deterrent for a PG aspirant, monotony that seeps in. Now, why that monotony comes, you guys have to understand this. You make a plan, we all make a plan, we make a daily plan, or maybe make a weekly plan, or some kind of that. We set a goal for ourselves that okay fine, मैं आज ये फिनिश करूँगा, मैं ऐसे फिनिश करूँगा, मैं इस चैप्टर का ये टॉपिक लूँगा या मैं ये सब्जेक्ट फिनिश करूँगा. We all set goals for ourselves. Now, what happens is it's a human tendency for the people who want to make it bigger in life. They set certain long-term unachievable goals, as I say. अब वो पूरे तो होंगे नहीं, because I said they are unachievable. Now, when they are not able to achieve that on a daily basis or a weekly basis or whatever basis, that leads to stress. They become stressful that I set a goal for myself and I'm not able to achieve that. So because of that stress, they are not able to focus. So probably you can say the books are open, but they're not able to study. So what happens? The very next day when they wake up again, they realize that last night 2 hours I wasted just by stressing myself out because I was not able to study probably the last day. Now, because in the morning you're repenting upon whatever happened yesterday or probably day before yesterday, because of that repenting attitude, you waste another couple of hours. And because you have wasted another couple of hours, you are not able to study, so that adds to even more stress. Absolutely. And then it becomes a vicious cycle, which is very, very difficult to break. आप कुछ घंटे पढ़े नहीं, आपको तनाव हुआ, आप कुछ घंटे और नहीं पढ़े, फिर नहीं पढ़े तो और तनाव हुआ. So this becomes a pattern, this becomes a vicious cycle, and I think this brings monotony in life. And what in any competitive exam, considering the level of toughness that we have, a PG aspirant starts, some of them, they develop a kind of a attitude in them that okay fine, I'll go for a break, I'll go for a run, I'll go for a movie, I'll go for some social media, and after that, yeah, I will focus myself again and I will get back to study. But when that person gets back to study again, that repentment of wasting time because of taking a break, that's that thing comes in, and again the vicious cycle is continuing, and you start feeling that oh my god, in January or February or March I was able to give 12 hours, 14 hours a day, now I'm not able to give that, or my output has decreased, or my my efficacy has decreased, and all these messages just start coming into people like me. Now, what I want you people to understand is better that you have to keep a balance. You have to keep yourself the most protected person because you are the most vulnerable. Your brain is most vulnerable. So you have to understand what is required for a PG entrance exam. Let's try to understand this. Is your physical strength a marker for your rank? No. How good you are in speaking or many other vocational skills? No. So what is most important? That is your own brain. So what is the most vulnerable thing here? That's here. So you have to keep this protected. You're not supposed to make this vulnerable or fragile. You have to keep this, you have to keep your head strong. How? By making a balance. So first part of that balance is, please make, I've been saying this, n number of times, please make short-term, daily achievable goals. Your goals should be short-term, they should be on a daily basis, and they should be, most important, achievable. Every single night before you go off to bed, you should have that feeling of happiness in you, probably a kind of a 80%, 90% contentment, so that the next morning when you wake up, you feel that the last night or probably the last couple of days were productive. You have to give yourself a feeling. You have to make sure. As a PG aspirant, I want you to probably live like two entities. I want you and your body and your heart to take care of your mind. आप मेरी बात समझ रहे हैं? आपको अपने दिमाग को एक अलग एंटिटी रख के चलना है. Your brain is a different person. It's a different entity. And you as a individual person are separate from that, and you have to take care. You have to make sure that your brain is taken care of. For that, the first point is, as I said, short-term achievable goals. खुश रखिए अपने दिमाग को. सोने से पहले ये लगे कि हाँ ठीक है, whatever I decided, I did it. That is probably going to help you in the long run. Many of you will think that, no, but I want to set a tough goal for me and stuff like that. Nahi, mere bachche, balance. Balance is the key. Coherence is the word. Coherence is the word. You have to keep yourself coherent so that you keep yourself in the long run. You want to exhaust it, you want to burn out, you can do whatever you want to do, but that is going to give you a short term benefit. वो 4 दिन लगातार 15 घंटा पढ़ने से आपको 4-5 दिन अच्छा लगेगा, but 6th day you will be burnt out. So there is no point in it. You still have time. You still have September, October, November, December. You still have 4 months. So what I want you to understand is that even now, try to relax your mind, try to calm down, take things simple, take things slowly, imbibe them one step at a time, short step goals and achievable goals. Once you start treating your brain as a fragile, vulnerable soul, which you have to take care of, I'm telling you, half of the things will be sorted. पढ़ाई अपनी जगह पे, दिमाग का ध्यान रखना अपनी जगह पे. Why? Because brain has got a limited capacity. I'm sure all of you must be knowing, some 1200 to 1500 cc. So we all have a limited capacity. The more you put your negativity inside, the less will be the scope for the studies to come in. So take care of your brain. Keep yourself as a very balanced person in these days. Take short breaks if at all you feel like, but please go very slow. Try to finish your first reading. I have given another video about how to create a foolproof plan. I'm sure you must have seen by now. If you have not seen, you can see it on my website, drtusharmehta.com. So you have to ensure that you have to finish your first reading by mid-September to end of September, and then remaining 3 months are basically for your intense revision. And if at all you leave any topic in this time, don't worry, you will have time in the coming 3 months to read it again, or maybe to give another shot of reading. So don't worry about that. Now there is somehow that I'm a different person, you all are different. So you may have different beliefs, I have a different belief maybe. So whatever you believe in, your God, your parents, your brother, your sister, your friend, your any other spiritual leader, whatever your belief is. I'm nobody to get into that, but there is one thing, that please trust the timing of your life. टाइमिंग बहुत ज़रूरी है, और वो उस पर विश्वास करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. If you don't trust that, if you just keep saying that no, nothing is going good and I don't know why it is happening and there is so much amount of negativity and look 2020, it's a pandemic, it's a COVID. No, it's just another routine year. It's just a routine year. Many people in the past, many countries in the past have been affected by various things. So it's okay. For the first time, it has happened that something has been, occurring on a global level. That's fine. That's why so much amount of attention is given to it. Given to it. So don't worry. Trust the timing of your life. Everything will fall back in its place. It's just that you have to stay patient. You have to stay calm, and the most important point is you have to stay committed. So if you just keep yourself committed towards your goal with which you started this journey, I'm sure that you will find a way out of it. I assure you. I promise you. This is something which is very close to my heart because I get a lot of messages that, sir, I'm drained out and I'm tired and I can't do this anymore and I don't like doing this. Nobody likes to study. Hardly, I think, 0.5% people are there who are like, they feel the pleasure out of reading a textbook. But that is not normally that textbook kind of a thing. When you fall into the, trap of this competitive entrance exam, nobody likes to, wake up in the morning and just, get to the chair and table and start studying again and 12 hours. I mean, nobody would love to do that. So you are bound to feel stressed out. You are expected to feel tired. You're expected to, all these feelings of yours are expected. They are bound to happen. I mean, there are, if you complain, that's justified. But you have to understand that your complaint is justified. So definitely the goal with which you started this journey is, I think, more than justified. And your goal, whatever you set up for yourself right in the beginning of this journey, maybe your 12th class or MBBS days or whatever, they don't care. Your goals don't care how you feel. So whatever kind of pain that you have, that can be a physical pain, that can be a mental pain, psychological pain, what kind of a pain, whatever it is, that is painful to you, not to your goals, because they don't really care. And I think for some time in your life, even if you, try to avoid those pains, and if you just keep them in the back end of your head and you just keep moving every day, every week, your aim should be to be a little better than before, like 1 hour before what you were. So with every single passing time, you have to be better than what you were initially and originally. So that's simple. Some of you complain that I'm not able to study for 10 hours, or I'm not a fast reader and stuff like that. Doesn't matter. You cannot change yourself today. Whatever you've been doing for last 20 years, 25 years, and the pattern that you have always used to study in any of the competitive exam, you cannot change it overnight. You can't do that. बदल नहीं सकते आप उसको रातों रात कि नहीं आज से मैं ऐसे पढ़ने लगूँ. जैसा आप पढ़ते आ रहे हैं वैसे आप पढ़ते रहिए. Set up a target which is achievable short term. Make yourself happy, keep yourself happy, follow a study plan. We all have individual plans, we all are different. Make a plan for yourself. I have already given you a kind of a deadline in my previous video. If you want to follow that, follow that. The purpose of this video was just to tell you that being monotonous is normal. It's normal. Monotony is normal in these days. Feeling of burning out is normal. But then, of course, what is another normal is that you only started this with a goal in your head, and that is most important. So break this vicious cycle, make yourself happy, keep yourself happy, take your brain as a separate entity, take care of that fragile brain, everything will be fine, and believe me, it all lies here. So take care of that. So see you, bye-bye. I'll be seeing you in more videos now. All the best, keep studying, do well, keep shining. Bye-bye, God bless.